Bernard Okoboy atnase sounds na Bernard enim PCA atnase e studio haba as we speak no and the presidency has submitted to Parliament the list of staff at the president and as they're from presidential staffers no, and the accompanying statement annual report on staffing at the office of the president submitted to Parliament. It's dated 30th March 2023. Na Communications Directorate statement they say pursuant to Section 11 of the Presidential Office Act 1993 Act 463, the President of the Republic has submitted to Parliament the annual report on the staffing position of the Office of the President for the period 1st January to 31st December 2022. The report covers 3 key areas, namely the number of presidential staff employed at the Office of the President during the period, the ranks and grades of these staff, the employees of other public services assigned to the Office of the President. During the reporting period, there were 2 ministers of state and 44 senior presidential staffers at post. The other political appointees at the Office of the President numbered 315. This brings the number of political appointees to 361. It is important to note that out of the 361 persons who are political appointees at the Office of the President, only 163 work physically at the Jubilee House. The others work in the offices to which they have been assigned. It is also instructive to note that in keeping with the established practice of previous government of the Fourth Republic, the 315 other political appointees include special assistants, executive assistants, personal assistants to ministers of state and regional ministers, employees in the Office of the Vice President, aides and assistants assigned to the First Lady and Second Lady, as well as employees assigned to government agencies under the Office of the President, such as NEIP, Free Senior High School Secretariat, MASLOC, Special Development Initiative Secretariat, Monitoring and Evaluation Secretariat, Zongo and Inner Cities Development Secretariat, amongst others. Moreover, in addition to the political appointees at the Office of the President, employees of public sector organizations assigned to the office were also included. These categories of staff were from different classes, including administrative, executive/clerical, records, secretarial, budget, procurement, and supply chain management, presidential household, and staff from the Department of Parks and Gardens, Ghana Health Service, Control and Accountant General's Department, Ghana Audit Service, Ghana National Fire Service, Public Works Department, Prestige, the Ghana Postal Company. The total number of these categories of staff was 687. These categories of staff were appointed by their respective public institutions and the civil service and have always been assigned to the Office of the President during previous governments. The submission of this report is a clear indication of the President's commitment to transparency and accountability. It provides a comprehensive overview of the staffing position of the Office of the President and is expected to inform decision-making processes. In the way, the Communications Directorate, Jubilee House Accra, and the issue statement way following the submission of the report to the Speaker. And only the na me pesa me ditu ya mu nyina motimamema Doc Akwaba, Dr. Bernard Okoboy, CEO edema the National Health Insurance Authority. Penya odano Doc Akwaba na apombo ko de obi nankopon adom nkwa na mesumdaye na wa wie course no ama wadane lawyer obi o charges boy ding na nyine mu no ye won se na obo ejuma enti dae mu na me bisa o se pe bibi ma me ela obi ne ma o ka kire se e da chi oye obi anu mu yedura obebo me papa enti me mpa body me better wechi amen enwa here pa body here papa ya da senso ihu ache bibi aboko obi adom no doso
say mudie muye mebusia enti ejuma no dɔɔso nanso mede mutumi calendar no so mehwɛ na time bi duru na mehu Dominic Acha
yes
ɔman ni de anopa mitashia no TV so but mudie minta home
yes
na voice no tie voice for longer do bi na wa face no
sure
enti no na meka kyerɛ me nkwa ne sɛ ene no bibia was schedule so ne ba asempa ana obi etie obi na sebi wasem de otimi ka che obi ontwam obi meka ma ho enti ma ba na akoku ba ye michia no
yes
michia obi waka sema efa me ho mia ma ba be ma no na mi da asisu se odi Bernard and ma
sure
share NDC party no ma open branch na omo no kwere no enye 100% nanso e was rupa no
enim PSA ka
ho na o maami nupenu anka ebe ha me o maami tete chaya ebe ha me
okay
na wa mama PSA di ebe fa ne sa
but yeah that's it Dr. Bernardo Koboy na motel nka no but NHI nso boko
say start here
there's some information very well enti Bernard and PSA Ekuapem brother abe cancer ewo studio ono de bia obobe po no nti oba osane bepo na ebankran Bernard akwaba net saying
obi akwaba ne de medawase meje uso ne yetede design ehunu de da na ene Ghana na nsuno bia brabom na nsuno bia difference na nya kese bia sa esika fo bre ehia fo bre importers bre taxi driver for bre nurses bre medical doctors bre wonga ntimi a na wonga pe bia afa dodo na ene wore fi Ghana ko bia foforo akohese wonga brabom betimi atoto ye wo ha ma wonga enema bebre koso a e dia dance se amammu no enkoye obi meje usidi na memfa akonye eso na minchi ndisi fu nyina titiru pa ene wonga wo grassroots
okay
memfa ne se bia se yen hode e be kan branch executive na wonga tu ho asi ho se wo besom party no nga brama party no enema bi akoso fiti nanu fidana no jofa bepem sa abri dodo na no ewo haumu chese ntiase ntimi nwie mudi ko se de nipa ni abre a wosusu se anye ye kura no se na mpemfo kan no achia nso emui esinga bebu nyina ye wo mampanyin mahama oyote asefo a obetimi aba beso bangwanu bio amane amani adan se no nakasa kan no ye hia experience ye hia experiment ye hu bia wa be ye bida ne wa ye bida no ana adwuma ne ye no oche wo ho kra na oye mane ye enti na ehia se anka ye nyina timi de en ho bom na ye bochobi ne adi so no mu nanso ense cry and then obi kan sem bi se na the way anema koso was through we dey ebe how port na say when how brivia e unfortunate say e ba ne sa amma ne sa anka ye because aban otiso na so yedin o ye tintintinti o kan asema se ohwe no ntumu a panga so faso a o de begu anim ase no afaso egu anim ase o penso a ontie otie ano beye nti ni Ghana fo kanyina nya de a president Kufuor why na adwen so betie ono ba bi ohwe ne ho ano ohwe ankasa abri owura furata na so nti office ni Ghana fo kanyina echi besi ne papa nda ho si ho nso niema nko niema ma nsem a na eje eno o de tonchen a obi bra na 2016 MP before ere kun osoro ho na ase ho no bom eniti na anya won wa se wo coin ema NDC national headquarters ebeye police headquarters annex
MPP and
NPP national headquarters ebeye police headquarters annex what the armored cars in Yinakugu 24/7 no police commanders are who being Aja Fati na then IGP and all it niema koso osoro na basa as at that time no nga pam won national chairman apam general secretary apam won akika ho nyina and so sanse na base no solid nti what me be je to me if you end this insem enti me mo bia ba mu nyamesere memo bia be mumu e just a storm in the teacup because now here President Kufuor no be appointed minister bia mrebia no Ghana ha say or appointed by 10 times as all opposition leaders appointed be or no be appoint na mum na so din ti na person ka yesu ni pachi ne de eno no e bargaining chip wan say aye nye say ma sanke bia obesesa na adwen a na so antimi ankoba ne sa memo bia eba mumu yenyina brane okona nkasa ewodo na mnim se nkuni de be ndisi dia obi ani beje se bi okom na ya ho na edu be bi na so okom na no jo na onya bibi kakra twu mu referee ntina nyakobo ba referee e kan nipa ho nti ye rebefi o me nyina
ma me na se nti Bernard ni mpiesie na yete ne nka no as we speak Parliament consider be 3 or 4 new revenue measures be Parliament. The House will be rising tomorrow. Plus or minus, I was say, and there are now so chance be toma based on in command and any could upon chroma AD and subsequently your name majority chief weapons to AD and not just say and then your more say umbitimia pass all those revenue measures. Indeed, we have our eyes fixed on Parliament and the BP will be an Ebamamunso Maswate. But you would realize that the whole of this week, no, and Commono has centered on the course of Parliament, voting to approve ministerial nominees. And the ENRA, the majority chief whip in our studio, Ebeka said, "Baby, said the new corner, say minority nim." Now, any other thing I'm be calling for secret ballot be and they should forget it because ombe lusu because now they have them. Omuni me kwaya ombe faso ama omwe lusu. Every other secret ballot be a bekoso ewo Parliament. And one of the issues we happen. So as we speak, former President Mahama is also in the central region. Eguswe Bar Pro Enra Share Bobby say obe put in place a reward scheme for constituencies near polling stations ombe timia meeting on target in terms of votes umbenyama party no those constituencies will be rewarded in tininina and come go up no so yebehwe yetumi edi intimoma mama yenhya so maybe I'll start with Dr. Belado Koboyi who no ha achenti ono no na mema no the opportunity to start doc wait ma yenhwe minim na wo kase wo bibi wo any child person wo de shase ma yenti o na fe ento so
before me ba
okay
any child no
okay
only say no ye Nana Dranko Kufuor birthday.
Yeah, 79th birthday.
Yes. 2016. The last rally before the election. Only say 2016. The last constituency Nanado Ekoye before I to Abano Lejokuku.
Okay.
Na Michelle Nanado sa me full stage no me to Nyombi. Na neme to sanyo na mano.
Oh, okay.
Funny birthday. Performance na.
Funny birthday.
Funny birthday.
Because I'm a
Obi. Nia Yehowa. We shirano na we shirano.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Nia Yehowa. We shirano na we shirano. Missy onipa to me say, Nya Yehovah Shirano. Oh na kweni na ye Shira. Missy onipa to me say, Nya Yehovah Shirano. Oh na kweni na ye Shira. Obi unim say Kwame Nkrumah Efriso as president no, there were hundreds of thousands of people in this country na omo bre ansa no modidi time Nkrumah yetimi boni din say o ka Ghana omo be som ye di omo kra to ho time Efriso as president no na ye Ghana fo a so omo yare omo no bibidro ana omo anuanu ne omo ntimi nko hospital na ye Ghana for a irasho mo call hospital ye nya doctor nhwe me twu adwa baby so eni nkyere se ni pam be ye bi. He did what he could. He wrote his chapter. Who said David oba be wu no na Israel man no na so yi dan cry see you obi papa no na wa hihye ne ma to nyakubo ka jeze wo de wakọ akundodo too much blood on your hands but I'm happy with your intent but that is enough. Sometimes intent is enough. It's the heart. Obi, if Obi anya 78, and I 78, and 79.
79.
Obi, how many people at the age of 79 years walk in such grace and strength? If you are not having the hand of the Lord on you, you can't walk like this. Obi, the last time Christ healed Papa B, no one did, no one say, but who cry, see, or no mouse sight, and pan, see. Now, my was some bizarre questions too much. All I know is that I was blind, but now I can see. If you are confused, look at the man. He walks in grace. But it doesn't mean he's perfect. It doesn't mean he has built the whole cathedral or he has built the church as in the country. He's writing his chapter. Obi. When the Ekofado became president, he said, kids suffer before they go to school. I'll make sure we fund it, if nothing at all. He has taught us that it is possible to do it. Obi, a man can do some. Some will still be left. You judge him largely by what he has done. We'll go into the issues. But I say it all the time without shame. The things Ekofado achieved and sort of a president, my father couldn't achieve half before he died. So I give him reverence. It's the same attitude I have for John Mahama. He was a former MP, minister. My father was not an assemblyman. He was a typist. So I am careful what I say about men who have worked hard and who have achieved something in this life. Obi. So as we Ekofado, Inshirana means Siramano. Akumapa owono, nyamema bebrembem. Sometimes you can have good intentions, Obi. But in this life, not all will come to pass. Now, Amaka Weno, Mamin Chairman, regional chairman, Chairman 7, some years ago. I'll be a chairman 5. Obi. Or the 7 and we need the first regional chairman. And a channel or the 5.
Or the 5 we need.
Now so Kobio my Obi. So why a regression? Any sequence here? Where arithmetic, where the exponential. And the next one shall not 3. But still no good news, you say, Obeti me a winning. Obi, and Opai will health insurance. You launching some policy, your friend with sunshine policy.
Okay.
Now, interesting thing is, me for sunshine free okuje to ablakwa. Okay, no.
Yeah.
Aha.
Son of man.
Oh, son of man, Obi. You find your memo kuma. Edu education na ye de omo ye gidigidi opposition no. And ablakwa so be sunshine policy. Now, basically no. Their policy no at health insurance say payments are here to all hospitals, facilities in Ghana. Ye di to your website. Oko nhi.gov.ghr. Obi, when you click, claims payments.
Okay.
O click here. Obetimi ahu sika ye to your confanoche last month. Say man 1 million now. Utimi say man 1 million.
Yeah.
And in fact, last payment last week 1 million. It was for August, month of August.
Okay.
Now can I say it will be for the month of August.
That's August last
year.
Okay.
Just nipa no ohwenkofo no August. Enye August po no submit mine. Ebedru just drew September or latest October. Yes, we had 1 month we hwem. Na ya say genuine answer na etua. So the point I'm making is that August no cry no was only 2-3 months be the allowable gap for vetting and all that.
Yeah.
We use money free more. It means we have a gap of about 5 months to cover. If I'm checking, from August to now, it's about 7 months. So we use our mandatory 2 or 3 months. You have about 5 or 4 months. We are working hard so that by the end of this year, we can close it to about 2 or 3 months. And we have a system. Now, Mikase, you have to celebrate small victories, even while the war is raging. Because sometimes, if the war is fierce, and you don't celebrate small victories, your soldiers will be demoralized.
Yeah.
The same way now, if you have challenges, you must speak to. And once you challenges in your now, meaning proprietor, be manager, be our private facility. Obi, 90% are correct. But fear be a mensa. O shadow now or the car see 1 year in the insurance in man. Obi, no car. So the IS say no be Confanoche CEO your man password.
Okay.
In fact, initially I wanted to go 100% public. But if you told the OGA obi wow.
Sure.
Private in 24 back from no see doctor. Now who publishing na obi ko me busu anu ko kan na ma what you have 1 million nra. Oba fie se wanya asema me da ka che ni say hwi ni fie. Na sebi Confirm bi so I want to access card bank na ewo. Ohun sika na oba me fie a. It has because of that advice, the password, ma Ghana Pharmaceutical Association, Ghana Registered Midwives, you password, Confanoche CEO password, called Dr. Kuma Boaji password, so that you muka na Chebi de hona mi ejuma intimita you see Chebi na Chebi government hospital omo amfa omusika anko tiandro ewo medical stores omo fa na Kuma Boaji let me from say ma won say ama 80,000 Ghana cedis enra konakotua. Okay. So the sunshine policy would help a lot to bring some sanity and assurance about the health sector. And Obi, maka no. Unim, Obi, hardship. Obi can say, nema mo nye dia. Obi, obwa. But nyankupo na mi danasi. Say na dom ne bi odi ma be drunti. Mi obi a sebi mi chin wi ase kakra. In the past 4 or 5 months, I call at least about 4 countries. I've been to South Korea. I've been to UK. Obi, I've been to Kenya. And I think I've been to Germany too. Now, Obi, I said language I can similar. Obi, Ukaya, recently, Kenya, Ejademu, Raila Odinga supporters in Yama. Almost a coma heading dodo. Yeah, bread. Obisa president so Munya Botel. Almost Munya Botena. Russia Ukraine war no. Amani Amamwa Diamame. Obi Ugo do South Africa. Ramaphosa no what chino. Light pra. Entimisosu. Say South Africa. A hot to say Waba Sempa 2014-2015. Obedru no machines ye dede. Light no. Air conditioning so, but fun. Omo doom so power crisis in South Africa. Obi, and yes, machines are say but fuel ni gas. I be power South Africa plants in Obi. I want ya sem sika forex a buy no beto e dia import no
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Obi Sarah Mafosa o se bi sremo munya botema mi na oil prices na prices na den akosro. Obi, Germany. No visitors couple be almost me busian for about 2 weeks. Omo ko enumre. Obi. Catch am so come to say omo say oh you are say gidigidi. Ah no broni na. O see you are say gidigidi no. Na say me call land no be. Oh to ade a offer 2 I see maximum is 2 because supply chain niam no endorse. Me kan we na hu say Obi you are say ayeden ayedi. Ghana ni catch say you are say ayedi. Na obufu na ebia ene enye Ghana na oti. But Obi, me can't be a say, Nipa was so muda. I would do tea, no. Say, I won't say ba, Yem Pamuno. And can say, oh, I won't challenge him in person on Nibium, Obi. Now, Obia obedi president. I sebi you oba no, na yemba or mutua school fees. I don't know how no say to your mom. And can say me to sa. Me I've said it before. And we a sign say our butaye and our compassion, Obi. Now, nipa wa compassion or your penny, we do more than 40-50 years, you know. Compassion into me yira with time. Me cancel a penny because Obi a 13 years then compassion bet me yira still our growth cycle, no, psychologically and biologically. But penny a own nipa bobo into me yira. Obi. So the point I'm making say, genuinely no, near Messi, and then references be brave by it. Now me person me bore you, but oh kind about Germany. When I read the OECD on my website, almost say the addiction to Russian energy because of the crisis, among prices, inflation, and now 47% for Germany. Obi, you see inflation just say never buy again. Obi, we show where the you form 48 you. Inti meba form. Inti misremo. Obi a auto banchiwokrasi eba ni se na yesi onu so Russia Ukraine affecting no e ya se bi enyu this what be katana say enye Russia bi abo na e di na aban ba obi o chiche mo na aboa enyina esua de wo ha na ye me srewo e car ebe tam banchi every ewo krase no isu a edu gumo aye fre no fan wo no ebi ni Ghana ha sebi de ye tu no ye ton abrochi Ghana oil emba ni nyina ye ka fra abrochi obi enye na o kwa kra fan wo na ebi a o to cap ba ku 20 Ghana na se nipa do do say to no 50 Ghana obi sa fan wo ye du tu ka mu ebe fa banchi a nipa do be charge o more enti enu ntina ka say oil prices can drive inflation just say no man never boy den heading me kai right time I COVID more about 1 year ago cement prices within some 3-4 days you be one cement cost you by about 50%. Go for say buy then AC then cost and penny back could be a gasem ebe can say yes mo clinker raw material area cement oga you are importing from Norway now ship near the bano what freight price by over 200%. Now cement now we use this down Ghana the idea and free chrome ha now the other bano say what to so obi sa into so no aban ntimi nye den emfa enti ebe ba cement price no na sebi obi metiase say nipa ya nipa say na ye bo nipa no so pe power on be kan same way okoboy kan no enkyere o ohia wo si chroma edim pa na ye akai jo mahama obi nana Akufo-Addo edi CEOs ehia wo Rock City ewo Kwewu ananye Kwewu now yes michia one of the most celebrated pre-seconds in the country Honorable Brian Champo na mama no congratulations as Minister for Agriculture
yes
obi now President Kambibi I want to say this man he's conscious obi I like using that word a lot. Me so be a conscious, just or sensitive to the environment. On the course, President Culture say, if we go for an election today, life will not be easy for all of us. And Obi-Bisa President said, do you think we can win the next election? I see it's a difficult task, but it's very possible. You see the words, the choice of words, deep. And you know what he told us? Or see, we penny or fear, and yamamu yedinya. Yentimi fan ko to the otine biso woso and I edit to. Who else will carry the blame than the leader? The president said, in the times in which we are, they put it on your head. Now, you see the example of David. Obi. David called one battle. Me ba no me see Obi send me reference. Me Bible scholar be. Say the man ba me timo no send me reference. David, a man of war at the age of 17, or the giants by form, what call was yet Miss Manu non cough kumbe man said 300 now on show evidence or coba as he say yeko di diaba or call war be by now ya best sa or more in badina or more the call by no or the money and the but we no muka chen say or no one man or money man in papa or mumba no more because someone must be blamed and normally is the leader. Now that's why Michelle Binosi doctor Munche Brea me boomfu me nyabo temano. And I always start from this premise of experience. Obizo, now inflation, nyama ensi wa Ghana no, Akufo-Addo, and see that from Titi. Oh, but it's not surprising. Nyama su are happy under him, nsunu nyede, and see that. Me lifetime, me who pandemic da, Obi. Now, Obi wo ha, all your life, and I want to say, 2-year airport, international airport, for weeks to months da. And see that. The NC da siya, and the emba da na eba. Obi. I can't GSS minya A1 field engineers. No call presec. I can crank me. I can. Me see the NC that see Obi.
The ember than ever.
Exactly. Enti if we a country not nyama ye wa broche aye to. Obi akọ share them for 1 year pandemic. Obi am 2.9. Time I share them no. Nipa na o produce nyama na o use o fie no no so share them wo China. Obi me chene mamo. Earpiece na we use no. The odi here adwuma say. The omo produce no. Time I will share them Ghana say ya ba no. No so e den e share them. COVID no ba form na yesi ya fede ya bie kwan no. Say kwesi trum koso kopede o share no bia. A short because e na enya bi wo wiase. Ba mo hia. Enti kakra wo wiase no. Asempa mo de mu kodwo so se mo koto a. Ye be ka tell say ya tum. Eni e fe no. supply or demand driven what inflation. Obi per power when in our own car or per 2 minutes. But we are not in normal. Germany since World War II, inflation and more than 3%. About in Germany now 47. See, but in Germany, so I'm president and our chancellor catch a German force say, Mr. Russia war no amanima kosro, peso beti kra obi sana nyami bonipa. All brely dear, catch any dear, obey. Enti Mr. Mo me catch them obi. I thank God say petrol nif diesel price I started here perform. I have named this year, and I think President this is a year of recovery from the bad and very devastating effects of the pandemic. Supply chain, there's a Nyama say kama. Shipping lines, our can say containers above form, into a more increasing fleet, say above form, obi. Supply of forex, dollar, I kranama. Because now omo dollar ni can say because of your kanyama omo man ko G Eurobond and all that no. Nyabia dom because we are almost at the tail end of finishing with the IMF deal, it will unlock some forex. Obi. Now, you see dollar. Obi because the denting a doctor here. Because Ghana has 70% of number using every approach. When the price of oil come from never born a cost through basabasa and start here then it gets better. Inflation comes down. It helps to stabilize the system. Obi. Now me Danyanku say Chrome ha Ghana Obi with all the challenges in the world. Uko lek masesia Dr. Jinaho obeso nkwamu. In certain countries, in Siokra edisi ni paso obi ebi niho. And me can kuma di start here is to remind you say obi se debia obeti kasa ena obeti kasa wo krom e de judge wa brabo a obe wako a ofri se hwinsi ye. Because even under the best leaders in the world, there were people who lived in poverty till they died. So take advantage of the opportunities. Their opportunities in El Kroma, Obi. This is the kind of language. How do we support ourselves? Our attitude towards work. How do we grab opportunities? Me cry be from Abruche. Ewiaya no obi na obi di pepes no bremi. Nema me cry no obi. Ma chase ni pani sa. Hey, o friend no say adru ha. Me hu ebi ewo. Afi de ade ko de be hye me nsam. Ehun krata o here me ba 3-4 days. And me be say de odi bremi say, "Enti papa we open business. Is he in business?" Obroni yes obi. So we have to take advantage of opportunities that are available. Now, Sebi, President Kufuor, Mikandebia, one of the best governments we've had in the Fourth Republic. Obeka se maya MPP nintino. But me sure say Kufuor do be ni 8 years. Now ni dieno I say Papa Kufuor. Kufuor had a very wonderful time with this country, Obi. But under Kufuor, I was struggling in tech. Things were not easy. It was not directly his fault. He was creating a system that will allow me to also come up. So even under the best leaders, life can be tough for you, but you have to plan and position yourself for the days ahead, Obi. Now, things are hard, but this is our year of recovery. Even in the midst of the hardship, Obi, there is still some net because nothing cluster of schools a month ago, because headmistress no frame me said, "Doctor, Marty said 1 year some administrative project while sit down staff common room need some libraries and my school ewo barracks na ya wan so ni ebi ayehia enti ye nim se wo de enche na wo akopɛ partners ni bibia ba enti beboa yen ti me call school me hwe the books mu a o see school no we entua fees Obi really school amoye close to 200 no o see crowd of your school fees Obi just say abai na etua and I'm say what do their parents contribute? See zero. So wow, Obi, in this country, hey, zero, okay. And I see your mom where Diane 1 square meal a day, Obi. In the midst of this hardship, there are parents. Your school fees were private in Intino. Sometimes it takes such a visit to remind me that for some people their government is holding them. In quotes, when I say for some people, because me I pay the fees. But they say government pays. So I was asking myself, so these parents, what happens to their money? Because Mesika, 30% of our money goes into my kids' own fees. Obi, I say they don't pay. I say, okay, I hear you. They also feed them. So Where does their money go? I'm talking about where do their money? The parents. No. Obi. Some parents now, what we should know health insurance card. We call lekma. Nitia ni ya share for malaria. We call fee. Na bill na buy health insurance. Na NHI itia. Now the crown it all. Say we should number 3. Oh,
Asempa FM.
Obi. 94.7. It's true. The school, every secondary school. Napo a minister no, they did a lot of infrastructure, Obi, but the numbers are huge. To be sure, no ebia school, no ebia, obviously, double track, ebia, omun chedu and all that. Results such as Nyame Dome, we still have quite some decent, good pastoring. So I'm not saying there is no challenge with infrastructure or maybe the issue, but the point is that the kids are going through without paying fees, unlike your fees, Obi. Even in the midst of this hardship, this government has done enough to sustain this social net, Obi. The point I'm making is that as we recover, as this social net is enhanced and consolidated, Obi, the future is definitely going to be bright. Now, we have to engage in true talk, Obi. We must be true to ourselves. And yes, I want share. Yebe gidi sa Dr. Baumia, Alan, Kennedy, Mahama, whoever becomes president after Nana Obi Obeba, now one shah, it will be from this state which we think is difficult to a West form. We have to engage in true talk. We are running a country. Deputy Finance Minister Abina, you call for approval of health insurance formula and Obi can say, oh, sana ye sign call NHI scan. Yes, mon ye cap in free health insurance tissue. Na mini G. Obi, and a finance nipa bi tia me nan so say unnim now yi capina. Even sustaining some ministries or government agencies will be difficult.
Will be difficult.
Now, Honorable Abina Soy only do kind or say capping gives the government about 12 billion Ghana cedis to use. Out of the 12 billion, about 40% goes into goods and services. Just say obeko hospital, the entire omunya nsioni nyama di omunyama ana obeko Ghana service, the entire yentu omo offices mu capping scanner yi kakaka na ide ya de hwe. Or say apart from that, some salaries and allowances obeko capping scanner ide esom. Or say even some capital projects, Obi. What does it tell you? It means if you want those funds to have breathing space and not touch them, you need to have some revenue bill that will give you the 12 billion. Obi. If we don't speak true to ourselves and say that we are like a family, a country is like a family. Every day, 50 Ghana. Now, so sky in a 25 cities are Obi. Say, young Kaya who said, Debia pay 25 free Obi fee, Eddie Bekanwa. You be this, but this would be now you come be asoyemu. And I am happy that John Mahama is making a case say he wants to come back. You know why? Because with JM, you have enough history or experience, as he puts it, to look at. Now, the only thing is that, brother PSK say, we have what we call negative experience and we have positive experience. So experience alone is not enough. You have to examine the experience. And so when we start to go into the experience, because Uncle Bifu from Eba, the person will have serious benefit of the doubt, Obi. They say Dominic so already president. Sebi Ushena Nini Pasuno. Measure so Ushena body Abia. Make us Dominic Abia minister and say no president. Now so Kaja was obeya. Then now the judging Obi. One Shano Akonya policies, new formula B, Abe Kanyama Rai. Obi ko GD how they call. But with JM, at least beyond anything I can say, oh, how do we call it? Esgracia, quickly no because share. Already the OG from minister to now, and on say yes, Kakitua. So I am happy that at least we can interrogate the matters. But in conclusion, Obi, this is a country, Obi, that has serious opportunities. If the partisanship, serious partisanship, now you know, a bad form. Now we engage in true talk, how to build this country. Why should Ukraine be feeding 30-40% of the world with grain when they need a fertilizer before they can have their grain? Obi, me farmer, oba mi fear me how do you call it, plantain in tree? Body of fear. I have orange tree. I have mango tree. Me num coconut, all from the house. Oh, I don't put anything on them. They just come naturally. This is a country that can tell itself, beyond cocoa, we want to feed half of the world with grains. It's possible, Obi. Agriculture alone. Nobody has forts and castles than us. Kamala Harris, we can sell a message, say, if you're a black American, until you pass through these castles and you die, you don't know where your ancestors came from. Obi. That's what Obama said until Obama Abagan or my helicopter to Chicago plane. Or see, he has to go to Cape Coast before he goes back. Because he knows that that's where his people came from. The point I'm making is, say, if we sell this country, but why should Ethiopia, Obi, anytime I pass through Addis, I get sad. You mean Ethiopia can keep an airline?
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Obi, but you've sat in classes. Look, me, I engage in frank talk. The only country out of the class, when I was in Germany, when I was in South Africa, now in UK, my course, the only country in Africa, out of the class, who say bad dream, or me a sharp kakra, or me challenge here. Naija. Finished. Why is Ethiopia running one of the finest, biggest airlines in Africa? And Ghana, we don't have. Why? Obi, come on, this is, and you know the jobs. Yeah, come on, unemployment opportunity. It's a whole chain. From hotels to to airline. When you go to Addis, the airport, tens and to hundreds of thousands, all in the airline industry. Ghana, we started before them. Or were their peers. Obi, we can do it. This is the kind of conversation. Look, Mr. Akufo-Addo is left with the last chapter next year. He's going. Them are behaving. We must come together and ask ourselves, what is in for us, whoever wants to be president? What is the agenda? It is possible. We need to believe and hold people accountable.
Dr. Bernardo Koboy, any training can Ekosiisen in higher Sempa 94.7 FM into Bernardo in PSA Ebebem, and then we hear from him. But ansana no more and more pens are say at all. Me pacho asase and ebono a year. Ye more very flexible payment terms, and by flexible no I mean flexible. Imagine say when you're 500 Ghana cedis as deposit there at all. Neyama wasase. When you're 1,000 Ghana cedis as deposit there at all. Neyama wasase. They will treat the account in installment for 6 months, another 1 year, or even 2 years, depending on asase ubenya any payment plan and will be agree. Alpha Investment and Properties, Ewaha, and they are offering you very affordable lands, you know, and homes to the general public. Mepacho, acquiring land in Ghana has never been this easy. Alpha Investment and Properties amanaya fufufo ede amount. Your side location no ye will be Kaswa, Amasaman, J. Krodia, Papase, Nsawim, Bojiase, Winneba, Akraman, Swedro Guakrom, Adeso, Akuti, Kwekrom, Ojobi, and a Budiata. A honina ye won sase wo ho a wo ba say dem can very flexible payment terms. In fact, Utria House, you can go ahead and start your dream house on the land. All our land are serviced with genuine registration document and an NIA litigation free. Your Amasaman Stadium Junction, Kaswa Old Barrier, a honey office, ewo. Your number will be my friend 0240 206 622 0240 206 622. Alpha Investment and Properties. People are focus. Usi dine was our bosso. Obeba wo dine so nkwa wo Ghana ha. Rocksters Roofing the account for Edemount. Rocksters Roofing. Rocksters Roofing. Rocksters Roofing. The roofing manufacturing company of the year award no maje atwaso 4 years in a row. Oko wonwa. Premium coated 55% alu zinc roofing sheets ubenyebi. Aluminium coated. Aluminium plain, all at very, very competitive prices. But mind you, say we don't compromise on quality. Yeah, profile, no sheet profile, no, your snap lock and self lock, your R25 IBR, your AD1 IDT, and your tile sheet. Different colors, and they assign with different thicknesses. Your metal trusses, your ceiling joist, your plaster board, your POP cement, Nina Rocksters Roofing, AEB. You better free estimate at the amount. Now, you free transport to locations within Greater Accra and Takrade in the Monshan and so. And my now Rocksters in Ijuma, 0544 338 041. Yeah, regional branches in Yinara Okwa. Ubenya and Yomani Rocksters, quality and affordable. Obapa products in Zunya Odia Maunsa and Kaudia, your Africa Queen Mackerel, Obapa Sardine, and Obapa tomato paste. Obapa tomato paste. In fact, Emerduane ye de papa easy to open unhia sekan any 10 katabia de ubi swana ona wo send for 0302668357 Obapa tomato paste or say wara obe check and there is a new money emergency number in town. Uno say police emergency line or fire emergency or ambulance emergency, but there is one emergency number Ghana for Bibrina in him me pacho trotoho a star 770 hash star 770 hash. It's the new EcoBank money emergency number in town. Wako pie baby now watch upe sikebi di chow fast ebia ope an opportunity to access loans in way among instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility payment, airtime, data purchases, and so much more. Even without data, you can access this number, star 770 hash. So there is no need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. EcoBank would always be there for you. Just dial star 770 hash for solutions to your money emergencies now. EcoBank, indeed, the Pan-African Bank. Only one any juma na me pacho say message be at the mind you have a thought you want to express on komo ayedi 0548 443 523. That's our WhatsApp number 0548 443 523. There are some few messages now for Bernard and MPC Abamwese Obi. Number 1, Ghana Airways. Number 2, Black Star Line. Bravo to my brother, Dr. Bernard Okoboy. Truth talking. If we can be sincere with ourselves, most of our problems will be opportunities for growth. He is showing leadership at the National Health Insurance Authority. I pray that his transformational agenda works. He is yet another reason why young adults deserve a place in our African cultural thinking. Keep doing your best, bro. James Kwabena Bonfe. And on the way. And I'm James. Thank you so much. There are other ones here on our WhatsApp console. We say, Obi, good evening. Let me take this opportunity to wish my president, mentor, and inspirational leader, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the President of the Republic, a belated happy birthday. And I wish him good health and God's blessings for the rest of his term as President of the Republic. Seble Ewatakrade. This one says, Obi, I'm an NDC man, but today Dr. Okoboy has spoken very well. May God bless him. I'm Jonathan Kolegono in Accra. We say, Obi, good evening. Is Dr. Okoboy saying Ghanaians should trust a new person again after trusting Akufo-Addo and we are where we are today? This is laughable, Obi. Experience is always the best teacher. And again, one of the best ways to give yourself a chance as a man is to rise when you are knocked down. My name is Masaudu Hamza Jr. Capello at the NEA. Yao Seth is in Austin, Texas. Also, Dr. Okoboy is right. Ghanaian people must change our attitude and work hard to help move our country forward. Yao Seth, Austin, Texas. Obi, let me see. Okay, this is quite a lengthy text message. I'll come back to it. Good evening, Obi. Dr. Okoboy is a very elite communicator. He doesn't blame the opposition for Ghana's problems. He speaks fact. Anyways, his government will go to opposition, but he will go back to parliament in opposition. Ni or Date Mills with a prophetic message, or if Finland and Abba. Obi, tell Okoboy, common vitamin C that hospitals cannot provide for pregnant women. What a shame. This is Bilg, that's B-I-L-G, in Medina. Obi, allow me to commend my very own Okoboy for such coherent communication. And Grasa would like to present a citation to both of you. Odisika, Abrantie, Adiepena, Kwame, Ba, or Pram Republic. That's you have an interesting name in the Ebeshe. Tony in the UK says, hi Obi, please can you give okay, let me see. I hear you. Thank you for your message. But Enim, me pacho me yintie
yo Obi me dase na me fa kwanya sunsu na me nchia etiefu ni ahwefo a ohwe
sure
abefu contemporary so na nani Okoboy me wache this is body no resesa
sir
de nyame ase
Why fresh more?
Very fresh. Very fresh.
Ekosiisen Asempa FM.
Jim your friend
here. On saying
Obobo Eko Jim, a bicycle.
One time I mean a constance in a me three more for no now because one come say you go on that dream.
What's his son?
Why you can see you? And I'm telling them, can you but your daddy and I'm so why you can say.
It's the better than me. I say, everybody will be here and say, opportunity will be to me. I utilize a bema. Nene mam na brabo ma sesa na watimi so afasa kwan no so asom ne man mebo na boso abaso innovations are there call ne office na yedi MPP fon san kan achia na kan yo kan de na kan ye mutra se na nkasa kan se okoneso na odi nkunim wo kakra bi mu a one celebrate a demoralize ntino ye be gina no so ne ye da man mo na ye kan innovations akese pa e ba national health insurance do na buy under President Mills and President Mahama ye wunyina anim and sana e move from mutual health insurance e be national in character nyina ye NDC successes are the cause abre ne nuanom na bonten so no wo bo won sirem zo health insurance egu sa kana e di be 7 months a montimin cover nia edam wanim 7 months same thing na NDC abrasion AC so na mo kan sem foforo fa ho say egu intene no say mo hu no kware wo ma eye Ghana for the best judges like President Mahama said years ago o say posterity na be the best judge na no na afiase dedi oka international national airline wasem national airline e wo bi o na mo MPP fukuru ya and will buy and will be good. Kakrana wahon, what the aircraft na Ghana Airways will use. Nay, Jumapa, Nay, Jumapa, Juma Craman, you meet him there. Kai when they say, maybe, now the Kenti, so what I say was easy. I think one of that Heathrow, one of the American airports. No, yeah, but try me cow, nay, agree. Some mobile boy and Ghana International President go for. Ghana International Airline na mode omang ni sika erane je bosia be friend ho fa so gumu kotokumu nensu sanso na wode aircraft ni bia etwoba esi airport no ndi Ghana ni bia kwa obon se ne ye wo international Ghana Airline na mona mo begu no nti se moba na se mbotimi abeye bia ma yen a ye sin se ebe ye kra nya ye ken ye hyemo apomuden se mbotimi aye dia monye mo na monye na at least ye Ghana fo benya kakra so dia kai mo obi amemmu minia okobadze no ye sermonization why ya sorry eno de yate na sankomo amudi eyi no moka na moka kire mo supporters won na eji sansem amoka di because besi nne no obi ani ho awoka Russian Ukraine war ene na de Ghana batibia ewo mu ya oje dibi o Wanga, you refer to say why middle class. Civil society organizations, CSOs. Wanga sama waka ni chire say san sama mwaka no. Mwaka fi ashase bepem de. Na so no kware bi anim. No kware nim. Enya no na magana ye ho chire yen kete a yentimi ntwa ye hu. Na mom dodo nara. Sorry, e even fan chame. Eye bosia bebrebo a magya. Mantimi anfa bosia no anko babie betimi aso aba na enya ho mfa so etimi etu abosia no ka eno ne dia bebe awi eno na ye no cry because o kan covid asema covid obi da bia me de ye mfa to say sabi o woni na wanya 105 years den a obewu ke so ati ase nyankopon ato nsa frɛ no mo besu no su kire say eye mo ya o say mo lusu mo na because anya ekran mo kofi a mo ne di nkomo nti ani gina beba na so mo ye na ayi no sika buy no adolso ama ofi ya busuya fi na ebubu no mwasi na brosan foforo hyen e de asi ho enti eyampa owu aba ye odi buy enso owu ne de mfaso aba ti say Yesu Kristo owu pepepo owu ya manfo osun enso e de nkwaje abre okoboy e de nkwaje abre amansan bebre nipa dodo enti se covid buy yo ampa nipa bi fa so hwere won kwa nanso covid nsunsanso de buy no papa ne do so chen bone de buy na mom hwe na mantimi anhwe so yi aban awo so yi because nka mo bue mani na mo hwe so yi a anka obi anya ye kura no anka hospital bi se so te say University of Ghana Medical Center ki ebedima nya biesa e de aka ho e yempuntu someone the covid to dum so ho a na Dr. Bamiase yenye eno ne emfanye mfato ho na asrosam wom because bra ko dum som no yenya donor support bi amfi ba bia meboa e Ghana nko ayen challenge Ghana nko ayen atiben yenya sika bia eda ba bi se bia IMF se mumeje e bia rapid whatever my friend response
support
thank you credit support e bia amfi ba bia ma enti bibia agreement ye signing na ye sign wo Ghana pending mu sika ye pay no ye pay we yankasa nga hoden so ene de ye enti covid no amfan sunsanso bone amrega na amaye ngatiben anchen dum so nanso o man panyin mahama no kwaredi nsiye periperi yenti otime so dum so ano ansa na ofia kwanwa so ana amane ye nka mo dum so asem so bio Nani ECG a friend then general manager meboa
okay I'm a boss na nkasa managing director
thank you moye no am say Joy FM here an interview bi no bi san say o how awowo ene o how we yen anim ayeko yen anim efa won kan asem o kan say prempren de ampa ye ni how e wo yen install friend then install capacity or whatever and I say production capacity no
generation capacity
ye ni how kese wo na mum mfia nan konfia no machi se antimi andobo ne e wo prempren ya e de o ha bebre Ghana bi na no masem ni e ya mpanso because Ghana population enyin enti se na mbenfu kan ko wode jawa no de asua ana wode sua no de jawa enti nka ne awon so reye amanchirima obi yen ho bibia asa mo solve dum so na mo claim say mo na ma solve enso bre bia mo no mo da so ka say mo beto excess capacity and yes and work and into which is which no kwase mamu say President Mahama a lot of investment in that direction nti we nya wo yen wo dum so aban ba so yi baby odi Ghana akwakodu sika bebre ba be di nsem e ho nkonta ebu obi nkanya ni sua meni okogbo atia osui yenya man panyin papa yenya abagirechire papa Dr. Babion ene yenya finance minister papa Euro Forata anka how are you obi na bibie no wa SAP aye de komu bio President Mahama experience work say yempa experiment bio mu ebini 2016 na MP before na mountain so what share kwa obefa so a we de Ghana be move forward anya me boss that's ye be ka nene wo be yi Ghana fi baby aye wono akọ pempen so foforo na interest baby aye wono na ye doomed anana asay kra na ye twa ye hu ye ntwa se se mprempren yi na mo betena so no mo san aye yan baby ane ye wono ye susu say ye be ko kan no e de aba yan achi bio eno ne hawa ye na mu di hu nkomo e di say wo bi a wa ye bi da ono oracle IMF they said amoreko ya ena mo twefa mo bua mo hu ani
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM
we ni gina wo IMF fon ano ena wo buye wo ha edi abosoma he edi mfia he finance minister catching say by mid of March ya wie na nei so chinan say yentimi anya IMF supporter economy na beden what's the beden
it'll crash
a crash here na sen crash here ene date ya he ye wie den ne eba ye ko he e fe ne na mountain so e pachow so de enka be chen ana enso ne aye kan se sabi o Ghana more aban ya broye sika ya boaboa no yankasa ya hodin mu taxes ahoro ya tuatua any investment the preference Ghana nkasa ye betimi de agya wo ban ma na ye but sika but ye de ama no over 400 billion Ghana cedis over 400 billion Ghana cedis mpatron krata ya da manimi e dia dance say as a 2020 na sika abedi aban nsem about 300 and over 300 billion Ghana cedis. Any more? Obi. So here revenue. Ye nyama ye de ama ben ya. NDC abrasion 193 billion 642,644 sorry main cambium 193 billion 642 million 644,462 and a bedi president Mahama nsem. Ye bisansa dan no this kan ye ya okwa aviation a ubehu bebre wo. E be terminal 3. E be Tamale, e be a friend then wa, e be a friend then Kumasi, e be a ho. We no fima, oko habo. Young porter who being a Ghana, Tema habo, and attack radi, port expansion, Sike Kumu, railway development, Nyama bebre. Hospitals are who school dang afro, Aquanga hro. Abangi Sika Yadiama no, as a 2020 no. Where ye 2020 as a mo. Krata no hano cover ni. 367 billion 697 million 306,234. Na ye bisa se sika na ewo he. Sika bebrebe no ewo he. Bosiabo move from 120 billion. Hey ahiu. Hey dan na call ho. Sika dan ngene mbese sika na yetua. Over 600 billion. Kede ngene mu wasi yetua. From 120 no. Ya tra 600 billion. Enti baby say eno so say sika bebrebe no obi ye de ye den.
Ekosiisen on Asempa.
Ye de ye den. Eyi mom na nsa nka ye nya no yi. Ye de akosie wa ha. Ye de koto saadi. Ni saadi ni ye de koye ni. Na mfaso ya ma. Ya abɔ ho ka. COVID auditor general de beto abonten. Achire musu ne mo ban musikasem ho. Achire aban otisui ni su ne ban e wo sikasem ho. Ne ye te se sebi o okra wo ne okra. Ejina mu a wonfa na nya wo no. Yentimi nkoso ma ban se entra ye nkonso. Because ye de kakra yi ama no. E ho nkontabu aye basa. Ye nkoso ya pile up sika mfa ma no. No mfa nya den biom. Kokoba ye fi ase ba ben from 2017. Emu ahe eno pay hit. Emu ahe eno ye na dwen so betie na watu hu anamo. Ba mfa bia nya asem. Oso nti obia. Ni ope na oye. Enti baby aye wo prempren wonya isa nam sesem ne to. Say a Russian-Ukraine war. Sabi Russia. We did you anambwa. Baby, I want to bomb Nikon. What does you did? One num. What da? Grofoko nyuma badebia. Won sika ahoden e brugana deso. Nenti ayaka say ye hia President Mahama. Mana ba be di Ghana nim biom because why ye beat and say, bro jawa bengwa no. E ma na Akufo-Addo no. Wanya on kwatrekwa. Wanya on kwatrekwa. Oil food back on better no. Umia na ni de bie sanka ho ma President Akufo-Addo. Na bresu ni enya 80,000 barrels of oil a day and ameboa. But na Akufo-Addo nya almost or beyond 200 barrels a day. Enti anya ye kran
100,000.
Yeah. Ebru akosro. Enti say wo sika say a anka dan bio naesen bisa wa wonya asem papa bi nka nkyerɛ. Now don't want to say bia emfi ho na eba. President Mahama ye bida because oja o JIIF asika 1.2 billion nedem anya ye kura no COVID pagya no mu edikan no eno ne enya ya ye de twwa ye ho. Enti ye nim se wa ye bida. Ni odi agya wo no wantimi ahwe so fa bi meka ho ye. Dr. Bamiada no ye fa ho. Ono no abese no ka okra no asa no poto nti yankoso ya nya man no nya den mai
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7
Bone be na Ghana fo aye aden President Mahama okon oja GIIF Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund anasika dem oja Stabilization Fund anasika dem niema oja ma wo no na Exim Bank ebe boa for se ebetimi aye niema efi Ghana akọ anu yakoton Import and Export Bank na sika dem wanya okwaterekwa obae sa na emene nyina no enne ye ko phone books ne ahwemu a sika ne bi meka ho yo na mo wadi ama nasa ensa ya ne aka no what the bodin ka asem kra nye ye gross international reserve ojao $6.2 billion egum enaka he eyi ne de beto ho say there be yesoma obanyansani yansoma na montenten why ye be da e dey tie o President Mahama ne susu dia na de susu na twero yanto nkyene ye enti ya de susu wo de na e be kire se hina ne yemfa ma no se gua bia wo kona bien a na hu ne eba bra na motia bonten dede na na mo ye na manfo susu se o ampa mo betimi aye bribi enti enya President Mahama se wa mo ne homoden ene ye to abetia no dabi na mo obi ka chance modern bo na obo no enya enough eswa enswa ni na mo betimi de yakoma na obi wo ka ukray it was speed meter me boy 94.7 I friend speedometer enti say obi woko 80 kilometers no obi so won quantum farmer me na me de meja koma ye be do tem then now ye now that so the dada ye sim ye no baby aye now the man no 10 kilometers then pa na be mo waje this akoyi mileage that will cover no obet cover more than what no eti bibia de di pefe say aban ni ayade ama no 6 years or ye de man no baby ane ye nka botin o ka boma na ewo 50 President Rawlings Dr. Nkrumah Abreso bepim former President Rawlings bepim President Gofo ebeka Professor Tamils ebeka President Mahama okay kan nyina boma 120.3 billion. Can I see this? And I'm catch us and no atra 600 billion. Nanke ye and nanke yanya bibia esumbo to say atuabo gas infrastructure no eso chensa ya ye ba kwa account ya and ya ye bien kra ka na ye biesa nti ye koyen anim anka obetima ka so ampa me buy no mama me toto na ho nkuntabu nso en na ye toto amohwe na ye de nkuntabu no ebeba no na hwi ni ho ebeba no na bribie ni ho and ne capitation grant so when baby eko school ben
basic schools
primary schools no money ade KG money ade into capitation grant no eya ban o enya ban kotoku miska enya ban sebi o sika bi a ode ba be sumo bi ana ode be dumo bi na mo mra da so mra wo ho enti se ujije revenue ni wi a ti ubi na farmer education service won fanko ma mo frɛ won fanko hwe won na motivate won suku ko kakra since 2018 bepem ne aban intuada yo enti sabi Minister of Education no nga keka ho Finance Minister wo ma o enti wo hwe won ma nanim a den na ebo nga dwin efa Ghana fom mabi a wo school we kra bi ase onam from no ko bo hu so sa obedu school na ne ya school uniform kra na afọ insum na wo kwan so a onni option ontimi nsan na echi ezo famuko onya brode bi ase gina kakra bi na nso metewa na watu asoko upon school no ba so say
Ekosiisen on Asempa
obeko sa school ya view no no nga watch motors no ne keke ka ho ya ba betro the same BEC enti wan kwa orekem enti aban so ye bibi kakra fa motivate won obi anim de ekofa your friend and school feeding issue we buy any baby a capitation grantee if you buy but ye bibi aban betimi aye mana broso because if you see ka botting total envelope ye dia ma ben ya obi ma bos Kennedy over 800 billion Ghana cedis 800 billion abanga not sure from 2017 ebepin 2022 ya sabi obraboni bonti no ho nya akono so obema no bosia bi onu na otimi ko je bosia tie no ya brante ogina ne nanso o wa no a wodi je bosia nti otimi ko Eurobond eko rezi $3 billion every year. $3 billion. 3 billion. When Timmy and Yabi 2018 or 2019 or nti okoje ses kene nyina wie no nim se so tua capitation grant e ma mo fra timi education timi koso yana ya ka sa free SHS asem ya wonim dada wonim na ekoso wo kan no wo ba wo say a double track system meboa nje wo green track ye wo yellow track ne wo gold track and I know there three meboa nje na no Ghana fo ye deda no wo nga repackaging nje one friend green na one friend yellow na mo form 1 form 2 mo color form 3 wo ne color nje the form 1 and form 2 fo wo school form 3 fo be wo fie se form 3 and form 2 fo wo school form 1 fo be wo fie se form 3 and form 1 wo school form 2 fo be wo fie ne akoso ya ne mo frɛ ya wo call form 1 ya no ye worrible so nga bambo odi abosoma he wo be ko da ben enti ya ka se o se opapa so pa homa so enye na num de o bra ya ti Ghana ha na ye di fel ye di ho fel because me NDC popra ato aba ma ye na fine Ekosiisen na onra ya onabadon anodon private na ha bo ni sirem keka no pe ya na me sero me ti wuta enti wani age wo sanse me ho aya wo da wan se monim ne be ya bill no friend bibia mo be vote for parliament no monim kwa mo de NDC be faso mo ato aba ma nya sa no kan ni enti wo dan no ye mo to ba ho ma wo
na say
nka obisan
na so
kan no be faso
o see they reached out o money speaker there no say o money minority phone be kasa
enti obekoso akasa
say no
and to kasa keke no nyabotre o kasa ramtia so kasa keke relationship ahead of Ghana. You see that me person me kasa mo bia because obi ama bonte me say eyi na me gina so yes eh
sure
so what you say because we been say namfofa ahead of Ghana for say yi na how yen wo say o ya madam fu nti wo ho ma madam fu ah wo ho ma wo friend obi an ne ko school Debbie me nya sure say sanete ni eno de eye bufu sem kra it be mo Debbie wo ho for Ghana nya sanete ni wo ho ma Ghana nyabotre wo ho ma Ghana nti se obi make us me obi ye madam fu nti na ade a obi ye ne ya de bone a oho obi baby ho ne tiamro baby ho nti me antwe nko ho na me mopo wa ha se
okay
abani Jumedi a ye de share nsa from 2017 7th January ebe pem sai no so wankasa bedi no kra ma won ho a ko bon say won abo Ghana
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM
won adi Ghana ho mo papa go yetia na ye nunu ye ho a yesrew no young neighboring countries won ani abre enti wotua na mo President Kufado 2016 no campaign no the Cote d'Ivoire na etwa Ghana mpoa so okay pa okodu South Africa no ka Ghana light bill bu ene dan bu enne obi tunofo say wo sre me say be nko pacha o ma no onfa o kanchew but wa ban no e dosu nipa wo mu na dosu dodo ye nkuntambu a sika ye de ma won no ye nya ho faso bia e den no kafa enne mensa su na chi guarantee sabe obi nka na sem eyi na ma Ghana ntimi ntua ma Ghana nko nanim maka kire say obi say de nyankopon adom
okay
ente say nanu bi no ebia truku dita oyi aban bi fi so nanu bi no na aban bi adi mfia wotwa awie so what ase nti na oni kwan say osan ba bi o nanu bi no na ebia sabi asem ko sabi emu nyankopon aton sa afro bi tini ensan kan nipa ne bi o mane metu adwuma papa na oye ne so ente say bi o the president Mahama oti ase na records no ho eda ho akasa eda ho abonyom eda ho apejao o prime minister so ebeko obi ansi obi akwan ye na mo me fi ase kan
so open Mahama na nyenne
nti nya fe na mabet na ha se okombo ati hanti me beka bibi DSC nti president Mahama de menim se kosi na ahia won a won ne contest no ti owura Kobios hina
yeah so no step down
yeah I'm say mo station back here in interview no be say no so na so nim say president Mahama be wini no ye contestant but onim won a wa ye no obi enu a obetimi aka say menim say me gitumi na fi president Mahama say they know onim say president Mahama stands out tall amongst them but ebia so one motivation na ye because NDC a democratic society Inti denga yensi obi kwan sa yema kwan na mo ne amekani Ghana da bia no ya mom pai mom yen sremre papa
okay
because aban anye ye kura no afe ba ko ne fa enema nye hwe nipa dodo a odi abeto abonten a wo ye adwuma wo Flagstaff House ye ko kan so was news a
yes that's it
ye ko kan so was news
o na presidential style no mo break down
aban bia breso no yo nga wo ye adwuma ma aban de dawo aban nyuma ye for de dawo
yes aban
bia breso wo ho
omo point is near
369
60 something yes
or 67 yeah 367 or yeah 361 and over the 689
public servants
yeah inti ye kokan ye kan figure we say ntisa baby grows over
mo ka so mu nyina ye presidential staff
obi an kan sa ye
inti in the 1,000 presidential staff
ya baban muda ya breso under President Mahama, under President Rawlings, under President Mills.
Yes.
The same thing wo you wonga we adwuma we ya ban nyuma for the daw. Okay, pepe.
Enim mame na say
namum
yes.
Ni ayeka kosi ne say sa ban betima bibi wo ho. O say oka baby o say den free SHS secretariat me bo.
So money under the office of the president.
No sebi asem ko sebi so what they to chess no say back say said because your education ministry
any MPC in attending Ghana Gas for the statement about you might have heard say a trouble gas processing plant no routine maintenance when that maintenance is about happening the statement to inform the Ghanaian people say Omo be shut down plant no for maintenance. In the way na plant maintenance work because we are trouble. What it means they say for the period of more years maintenance no gas supply from the plant will be cut. Most of the fuel the power thermal plants na gas. The ones that were Western Enclave, the ones that were Eastern Enclave, Tema, and they are gas from a trouble and power. Into a generation capacity, no shortfall, ebeba. What it means, they say outages, ebeba. Into we need some form of load shedding for the period of the maintenance. In the almost statement, they say the Ghana Gas Company wishes to inform all its stakeholders and the general public that there is an ongoing shutdown of the Atuabo gas processing plant for routine maintenance works. The maintenance works, which commenced on 25th March, 5 days ago, is expected to be completed on 8th April 2023. That's barely 1 week from now, no more. Management of Ghana Gas wishes to assure the general public that our team of engineers are working to restore the plant back to normalcy. This is signed by Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempabonsu, Head of Corporate Communications, Ghana National Gas Company Limited. And or the statement about what it means, and it's maybe the Electricity Company of Ghana will publish a load management timetable. Now for the next 1 week, no area beko offer so you know. But the reason Ghana Gas or Mashate plant now for routine maintenance works. I know so in here to ensure the integrity of the entire plant in the announce in here. Ma any other business. Now me pass say
me here education kakra.
Okay.
Wo friend then asogli no me there tema no. Are they being fed on?
Yeah, some of them. Some of the plant depend on fuel arrangements, no.
No, I'm talking about Ghana and Ghana Gas.
Yeah, so fuel
connected to.
Oh, sure. Am I we know a friend is saying there was this thing reverse flow. In your my gas need to be free a hoba Eastern Enclave Street. Okay. Yeah. It may be Eastern Enclave Street. Indeed, a power plant need be a wa boards, and a power the war.
So end gas the only contract there.
And I think limited. kakra, because again still Ghana gas you need N gas kakra to support your gas you know. I think a limited for now. My any other business na fe yenhwe entwaso Ekosiisen na high Asempa FM, but what I want to about ZPay mobile money wallet, no, let me inform you say and the bank of the future is now on the mobile phone and everyone can use ZPay mobile money. Ubetimatnas in the comfort of your home. Remetiu sika free amanoni and so be send you sika free amanoni a unhia say obeko bank akako join the queue bia. Once you have ZPay mobile money wallet, no, you are good to go. In the register onto ZPay mobile money. Now you can self-redeem your MoneyGram transfer via Wonsa Ebeka. You dial *270#, *270#, press 7 for MoneyGram. Enter your PIN, enter your 8-digit MoneyGram reference number, enter transaction details, press 1 to confirm, and then bingo, you have your money. But first, make sure you register onto the ZPay mobile money wallet. And also, or dial *270#. You press 1 to register, select your ID card type, input your Ghana card number, and enter your personal information, and then you register onto the ZPay mobile money wallet. Sikabia eba, obi send you from anoni bia. Just give him your details on send if ZPay mobile money wallet. So, and then you are good to go. Uin here, Q bia or bank bia ne ade enkofa ensem emma. Dr. Okoboy, any other business?
Okay.
Yes.
Medawase. Na you see abwano say if you didn't china no sonko. Na ofrimu so no sonko. We can let me engage in the politics of looking for power. Na enubema yaka asem ya
FM.
Yen trench shaya ya wo ho aye ba nyama be den ebesisa. Usha opposition member bia wo wiase a obo Ukraine o si menka o kacha no pandemic o si menka because of paper entina finance minister bi be ye dede ema ye obi wo UK ye di man no anche odi less than 2 weeks and 1 week or ye busuani enti empese be kan ya ena ono ade ade no tu ono ko ye eye de wo ba be no foforo ena ehia enyem sabi asem na aba no na obi me bra PCC omo obi a waye bi da pa chok chi kra ha waye bi da na sa ya ye nua na ye sabi o ye ntani a o ye nua ye do no owo no na kanea se obenya no na enye easy obi na ye ka crisis a ebibu ka covid na no so mu time no na ye dum so is it natural sebi dum so e force majeure obi na mu ya ban am power from 2009. This is 2014 2015. In fact, it started 2013, about 3-year period, Obi. From 2009 to 2013, how many years? 10, 11, 12, 13, about 4 years. Namuna muchi, how do you call it? Muchi mine. You are
almost a mine, yeah.
Yet your man shall sa efi and 9. May you so rest in peace, Prof. Hey, Amuka Tamis Asem said, the time, no, now only Ghana saw a president. He led your party. You were in government. He was the head. Now, Mama vice president, head of the economic management team. But yeah, mu chomo history now. I say obi a otro history. Oka or chechemu from 92 to 96. No, akaku for no. You drew 2009 to 2015 and 16 na prof atiasi no. No more joining 10 session. No more come with him. You had 4 years before Dumso started. It was a product. Dumso was a baby of mismanagement. Dumso didn't appear like snow from heaven. Obi. Unlike the pandemic, unlike the virus, who traveled from China and came all the way to this place. Titino, your friend say Egypt time, no? You can't plague, do you know plague? We read it as plague. Those were pandemics. Now, Satan electron microscope. And a sweep through population now. The Omufra now a plague. And the black plague. Who call Hollander. They have 3 stars. One is water, one is fire, one is the plague. If you see Holland, I ask them, the 3 red stars is one of their favorite symbols. Almost say they survive the plague, the water, and the fire. And those days, I'm trying to play because they had no idea what was happening. And we say, "Bebreu, Sena," and then cry more than we are saying, COVID around across the world. Who's an SVP here? And as for a pandemic, and then a natural disaster. Now, doom so electricity engineer. Now, they need to answer buy. And the Kufo, and now, 1 year for Kufo 8 years, no power new. Obi, we had a crisis on short and I generators, but it was less than 24 months. Now, even say secret border, wow, after Kufono, you even should be more interested in taking strategic positioning and plans so that I ain't see that. O time there 3 years. Now, Muka to say there, Nipo war and son of John Mama be president. No, it's the same government. Obi, so in fact, it is an extended version of the same JM. But Muka no more church and say, yeah, crisis na Doom so why only one crisis? It was a baby of mismanagement. Doomso was given birth to by a government that was not sufficient when it came to performance. And then now you treat it like a crisis. What do you mean by a crisis? And then, look, 80% of Ghanaians, maybe 60% of Ghanaians voted against JM in 2016 because of power. Obi, look, me ankasa, me friend me down for Baku, when people can say, Masa, my coffee 2 times, I'm going to because now power and jinaso. I did Baku, I will church a mumo be doing campaign time. I want to see some person to cry. Hey, power. Obi, because look, from an upper 7 and the Pashe shoe. Obi, yet Tremusa, Medrufina about 12. Sometimes we saw a condition 1 hour, a cool it down. Doom na me dao. Say me Drufina Sardin no Obi. I said, yeah, me, I don't know what to do. Utina Bonti or she'll do. Who is or she'll do. So as for Doomso, even private individuals, person met in Chechemukra. This is what you did to us for 3 years. Why be da Nana or dear yeso. Necessary organ and you now muti okobo sempa. Sebi, say I raise or cry. Omunye bibi kakra obi. Edi ye 1-2-1-2 obi. Edru ye why be da no. O say adi ayebu no kontimi nye. Obi. Why be da ya on my teachers be an appointment under him. The teachers got appointment letter obi. Some 1 year 2 and 2 omu. Time I ever to me catch some sign letter I say or measure 3 months because the 2 omu that period of arrears are. Enu krana hey ya dwunkwan ba so enu was enu so yes some form of domestic debt we arrangement obi. No obi a chia there 2-3 years. Ti amika na my friend is ora. One sign say obi enu kran go boss go sign o. One sign say obeji 3 months me appointment dey confirm. You go sign enu enye o coupons na what is no obi. Why e be da obi? And why be that? Look, Confanoche, maternal block now is see her a champ on time. You can obi na and woman. You see, me medicine or the me obi. It is under Nana Adodanko Kufado. And ne Ukowa contractor is going to be one of the biggest facilities in the country. University of Ghana Medical Center, obi. Only nipa and the time I started negotiating, our professor no mama president when it was conceived. And it was under old good prof.
Yeah, it was Professor Mills Nekati.
I won't say old good prof Dean Obi. You can't Johnny free no na ya bedru James and say di ni nyina akọ James say Mills bushafo tia yan ka hwe yan form. Me na me kama no Obi. You see, because Mills was a lecturer Obi. I don't know what I've watched, and a lawyer. You see the court complex. It's part of human behavior. There are some things you can trace them directly to. They had access to him. Yeah. And I was finding ways how they can have a facility that can match Kolebu. Yeah. That's what gave birth to the, how do you call it, the University of Ghana Medical Center. Now you can't. Now, unim, and yes, I can't abo and it's for him here. But Obi, on the day President Mills handing over to Nana, who drive you call University of Ghana Medical Center, so call your fiber operation, ain't be near mouth. That was a facility that was not operational. Tell my muka so much see you. Ye na no munji Dr. Baku ni omu payroll so. The second phase I see here when 2017 I'm in Parliament. I was there when we passed the loan to finish and operationalize UGMC. It happened at Ekuvado. It is true. There's phase 1 and phase 2. The phase 1 builds the fiscal infrastructure.
Yeah, the phase 2 happened on that.
Exactly. I was part of the processor. Sebi, yeah, complete interviews. Ajin Crawford alcohol. The first trial, yeah, will be omu friend no. The gases, effort tubes to see whether the theater can be used. All this happened when Ekofado was president. And the time President Mama Eko Kati sword no be. Uko mu say yenye uheni operation obi. Oche uno yentimi nye. I'm saying this to show that there are numerous examples of continuity. Babuka obe kan it said here na anko bi ameye de etuaso na etudi tafapi. Means nso a osumu da ye a odin comfort na si share krata no. Onu si no anka yensi. Enti who can na wanya boteka kra na obi PSC meeting na see me opposition say be man yes say me dey about 10%. Say be PSC dey na anu ye me meka no kwere. Ope power o kasa ensunko. But obi Mendy 60 years. But I have seen President Kufuor say that the size of government was too big under Jerry. He came and somehow the government was big. He apologized. I didn't know some things. I saw Mills come. Mills didn't have 40 ministers, Obi. His size was but his size was also significant. Under John, at a point his ministers were close to 90. Remember?
85, 80.
Yes, 85 is still huge. The point I want to
make, but now he's promising 60, not
more. Obi, you see, but that is the problem, Obi.
Have you considered?
I'm coming. Obi, this country, I say it, please, I'm coming. Obi, this country can be fixed. But for those who have had the opportunity and did something else, the chance of they fixing it is very small. Obi, now I'm serious now. Obi, we are young men. Look, I say it all the time. I said this country can be fixed. But it can be fixed by people who are willing and committed, who are competent, and who don't have a record of having been given the opportunity but did otherwise. I used the example of Dampari. Martina Sempa Academy. I don't know whether I remember. I told you that all it takes for motor rider to stop jumping traffic
on Asempa FM
and stop dying in dozens. It's only for the Ghana Police Service to issue a letter that if you jump traffic as a motor rider, you'll be arrested. And for arrest, we made at only Nane Akufo-Addo Fienim and at police headquarters. Obi, me can't be our because I don't understand why in the country riders will be crossing you when it is green and all that. Obi, Dampari issued just a letter. All has gone down. What does it tell you? This country can be fixed if you get a leader who is committed and willing. Not those who have had opportunity but did otherwise. Maybe they've repented genuinely. I believe in repentance. If Mahama, when he was president, brought his ministers to 40, when he tells me he has a lean government, I shut up. So, we have come to the place where we have to be engaging in true talk. Obi, I think discretion also does so in our governance. Me, I want us to now leave the symptoms and go to the roots of Ghana's problems. Look at the appointees you talk about at Jubilee House. What is the framework that tells you the ceiling or the cap? If you check, it's not there. So if you want to fix this country, let's go straight to the heart of it. When you were there, the figure you had, whether it was 300 or 400, it was discretionary. You justified the figure because you said that's what you needed. If you want to fix this country and you think that is a burden on our wallet, stop talking about the size. Tell us your policy. Tell us your program, which will make sure you take away the discretion. Take it out. The same with ministers. Look at what we are saying. JM said he'll bring it to 60. What shows that he will bring it to 60? Now, if JM brings ministers to 60, and after 4 years he goes, and the next person brings it to 100, where have we gone? If we are a country that is serious about going on the path that is rigid and transformational, go ahead and take away the discretion. You have discretion over there in the constitution, and you are saying that he will say, oh, do what? I want him to say that he's going to embark on a reform that will make sure that the constitution, which allows you to choose ministers and all that, if you like, let the constitution list the ministers that we have to do and say that these are 50 ministries that are key. Add another 5. Finito. Our other countries not running with maybe 30 or 40 ministers. If we think that is what will save us money and push our agenda, let's go straight to the root of it. Not talk in a way that gives you power. And maybe if you get the power, you come and tell us that there were issues. Because Kufuor had similar experience and he means well. He's one of my mentors. I don't say it out of malice. If Kufuor who meant well, later he had to go back on a bigger number. Maybe if it was rigid in the constitution, he would not have gone back to the bigger number. But what I say, That is the kind of way I want us to speak. Obi, then we show that we want to solve our problems. Power, even Doomso. It's possible that if in the next 2 years we can go into Doomso again. The only way you tell us there will be no Doomso is to speak to a program you have. Obi, going into the future, let's ask for programs from leaders. From Kufuor time to now, Ghanaians say they prefer tomato from Burkina. Why is it that up to now we still go to Burkina? What is it about the tomato in Burkina? What will give me joy and let me play Mohammed Stay for 1 hour, play Baumian Stay for 1 hour, is when I'm listening to policy options and directions. Nana said it's possible to bring a policy that will take care of kids. And you know what? The fact that the numbers at SHS has gone up, you know, it's a vindication that there were others who were falling out. Obi, are you aware? But guess what? The numbers brings another challenge. Anytime you solve a problem, you must be ready to resolve another problem. That's how the world is, Obi. The 2022 year for Mercedes-Benz. Already, when you go to Mercedes, they have 2024 designs.
Sure.
And the complaints from the users in 2022 is fed into the 2023 design. I'll be happy if I hear Mama saying that free SHS, these are the 4 strengths of free SHS. It has handled numbers, it has given access, it has given this. But these are the weaknesses. It has led to huge numbers. There's some level of congestion. Sanitary conditions have maybe deteriorated. And these are my direction. We do ABC. That is what is called a review based on monitoring and evaluation. These are the kind of things we want to hear. Obi, when Mahama was president, the biggest problem for this country, before Nana Akufo-Addo became president, was unemployment. What is the plan for massive employment? Which 2-3 sectors are you going to use to give us 100,000 job opportunities in 24 months? These are the things we want to hear. Obi, these are the things. Otherwise, look, JM is not a stranger. We've been in marriage with JM before. We were married to JM for close to 8 years. First 4 years, he was not the husband. He was an assistant to the husband. We are like the woman. They are worrying that. We married JM for 8 years. What happened in this country? Were all our roles fixed? We had major challenges. I'm not saying that because I can never become president. But he should tell us a plan. The time for speaking the word that will give you power is over. They had the opportunity, even Ghana card. Let me use just a simple example of Ghana card. Kufuor started Ghana card. When they came, they had serious struggles. For a long time, cards in the it couldn't go. The main drive has happened now. But you cannot take away the role of the card in transforming and putting some efficiency in the system, modernizing it. So the point I make is that tell us what you want to do. Because we have a sample of things that you struggle with, which were basic things. So if you struggle with them, what is the assurance that when you come, things are going to change? Obi, and please, I say it all the time, power is not the reason why I'm into politics. We want to see transformation. Whether NDC is in power, MPP is power. If I see more people get jobs, I'll be happy. Because we are not in this business, Obi, to wear a new dress every day. We want to see the suffering go down. That is the enemy. Obi, nobody is evil. I say that JM is a handsome man. And all our candidates are also handsome. But I want to see some handsome plans. Those are the things that matter. And if anybody tells you this country cannot be changed, it's a lie. This is a country that can be fixed. It's a country that has opportunities. Come on, I say this all the time. Why should Ethiopia be flying an airline that has employed close to 100,000 people and has a chain of 1 million and we cannot? Why? And you see, people say the politics is too much sometimes. GIS. Go and check their balance sheets. Ghana Airways from Rolling time before even Kufuor. 94.7. They were an entity that was in serious trouble. Which airline runs with one plane? Apart from the chopper, the DCT referred to, which other planes are there?
What are the engine?
Obi, this is beside engine. Obi, and you see, Obi, being an economist, but engines. Obi, the theories have shown that a state does not need to run a business; it only must invest in it, especially when it's for strategic reasons. When you are more than 50% the shareholder, you can be tempted to misbehave. Because politics or politicians are driven with votes and not by policies or by margins or profits or efficiency. So it has been established. That's why I'm saying that we have no excuse for going at a snail pace or at a pace which is not at the speed of light. Because as for us, we don't have to even go and experiment. It has been done already. If we want to set up an airline, the transport minister said we want to set up an airline. I was happy. But when I heard that our shares was 10%, if we say from Obi, we should not go more than 50%. 30 or 40% is healthy. So that At least you have some level of involvement. The capital injection is important so that the fleet size can be correct.
Yeah.
Obi. Because the man with the biggest wallet is the government. But although you have a big wallet, you have what's the word? There's so much temptation on you. Because politics and policies can affect your behavior. That's why you allow other people to be the majority. Obi, these have been established across the world. Ghana Airways failed because government was the majority shareholder. Nowhere, KLM, all the big flight, the ones you see, the government is not the majority shareholder. Because a politician is motivated by votes and not efficiency. Obi, let's look for policy options. Tell PSS or next week how to make the free SHS, which has served its purpose. At least it's done a lot for kids who didn't have opportunity. If it's creating some discomfort in terms of environment for others, bring a plan. That is very important. If housing, we have a challenge, rent is high, bring us a plan. A country that still relies on brick and mortar to solve housing problem is going to take us 200 years to close the gap. What is the technology you have that can provide 100,000 houses in 7 months? It's possible. The technology is there. Elon Musk is having a box house now. Costs about $8,000.
Yeah. It's
a box house. It has a toilet, it has a hall, it has a kitchen. What is the plan? If you stick to the old program, you can't have new results. If we go with JM or go with anybody who is going to go with the old results, the old formula, Obi, I said, Nana, it's one more chapter for Ekufado. 8 chapters, each year is a chapter. Very soon it's going. Even when, like I said, when Nkrumah was living, there were people who were hungry in this country. When Nana goes, people will have challenges. He's written his chapter. What about the future? Let's look for the plan.
Dr. Okoboy, can Obi, facts are stubborn things, and whatever may be our wishes, our inclinations, or the dictate of our passion, they cannot alter the state of fact and evidence. Unquote. John Adams. It's a fact that President Akufo-Addo doesn't have over 1K presidential staffers, as Mahama and his enablers told Ghanaians. Mr. Mahama peddled falsehood. He should do the honorable thing and apologize for that blatant lie. And the unprecedented description of those working at the seat of government. Mr. Mahama was rejected because of his incompetence. Thank God he declared himself as not the hope for Ghanaians. Get involved. Let's retire him come 2024 in the year of our Lord. That's one there from Brian Boabing Samuel. Obi, I'm yet to hear from our frontline politicians craving for power a single life-touching social interventionist policy which will change the fortunes of this country for good at this juncture. Instead, all we hear and see are internal wrangling and unnecessary personal attacks, as if that brings food to the ordinary Ghanaian in penury. It's about time we voted for the few selfless ones ready to give and not the stomach politicians in disguise. Jumbo Pokwase Festus Eddie Way Abraying. Thank you very much. Let me see. This one says, Obi, the NDC argument that the economic challenge happened on the MPP, so they cannot fix it, is a lazy argument. Can a hairdresser fix a car engine? Dr. Baumia is the only hope for the future. George Quatten is in Adenta. Eddie, we are praying. Obi, good evening. Tell Dr. Okoboy that JM's government was better than the current government. I think my party CPP got a chance in 2028 after JM's second term. Unfortunately, one Fawudi Anka o message. This one says that, okay, good evening, Obi. You're doing a great job for Mother Ghana. Tell Okoboy that if he thinks his government has done well, why are they packaging or packing the Electoral Commission with party pitfalls? Okay, non-performing party, never again. From Slim Gozi, Sakumono Estate. Obi, you confirmed the Legon Hospital has been started by Atamils. What about Dumso? Was it started under Mahama or before then? Okay, that's Obidio Nodiaba. Dumso shall say somewhere in 2012. We say, okay, I am happy Doc is back in your studio. Please tell him you want to see more of him, and also let him know that we are ready to contribute to his return to Parliament House. Bernard, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, US of A. This one says, Obi, any PSC should speak as a Ghanaian. Secondly, he should tell his MPs that they are not credible, and that is said by their leaders. Greetings to you and Dr. Okoboy. I currently admire his comment, but not when he was on the procurement board. It's good people are allowed to work in areas of expertise. Good luck, Dr. Okoboy. Odenoho, Worcester, Massachusetts, US of A. Obi, my name is Louise. I'm very pleased with the submissions of the president of Ghana in 25 years' time, Dr. Okoboy. Louise, tell him his brother in Reading, United Kingdom. 25 years, they say, what do? I hope you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Original. Also, my name is Original JM and not JDM. Dr. Okoboy is too much from Original JM. Original JM, thank you. Obi, I hate listening to some political communicators because of their political posturings. But Dr. Okoboy made my day by demonstrating that he has the feeling of the Ghanaian citizenry. I take this opportunity to urge him to advise some of his party communicators to tell Ghanaians the true state of the nation. Kudos to him. Michelle Ayite, aka Afarijan Tema, Community 25. And now know the way I bring enim.
Bro,
me pacho any other business.
That's Obi. Me find you, baby. Many on the chassis now, and all the way now. Obi, in your boy, Peso Trese. Unga President Mahamada. Me nyumo obeye no. Ono no hu say e bia na anso ongani. Ya me ncha de won na wa ben. Nti mama President Mahama records baby oja Ghana edema won. Pacho indices are boss and I say indicators are boss. A beer and who actually said, and I go for do at the end to an among if you represent Mahama Jaya, no, acquiring him. Rather, or the Abachi. Where Jatum say, I'm penny upon a necufado, on yet she. In fast, says he can be by the man no way. Into when Timmy and Yano Baco Crano. No mum, how they say, President Mills, ye money ding cancer. Make us have me born when I be brave. And I can't money here say. Meaning, and because so Debbie now can't de or the ISN or the ISN because we communicator ma banga and kuntebu and if you won't come him. What they wouldn't be a bannery. It may be so say, Sika say now about her now the no way, man. Now, bra, who went to me and no. A confirm say I can sign it to penning. No, now because say, hooray. Dr. Ura Bache Jakon.
Yeah, Bache Jakon.
Other kind. Also, say Ghana fu binom. Ti be your mind economy no akako do no. What ya say? Go be an insabi guniti yesu. Or ye NPP ni. Or ye one flag bearer aspirant. Na semeni o. Enti Okoboy antimi anka bibi anfa. This is over 800 billion Ghana cedis no. And yes, Kakito. Make a German now go for an asem by no. My Tresica do a bedi in sem 193 billion. Would they over 300 as at 2020? Over 300 billion.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
And finally said doubled
94.7.
Tidang na maye. Ye who bibia maye. A sing Terminal 3 e wokutoka. Ye hu ni amaye e bia e be sing MPS. Ye hu ni amaye e be sing Takrade Port expansion. Ye hu ni amaye a chen hospitals akese President Mahama tisi. Ye hu biye. Tema railway line Ekosiisen mpaka dan. Modi amaba musuma shase. Obi ba obeba betu aso ama Ghana ene na wen e wen fa. Obi shase watu aso nanso anka sabri wa hye ase de dawo enya se mouse ka wo ho yo enya se hia wo ni nyina sika na ta ho tie de mouse afa ye bibi mayen nkunta ebu ene ye bisa President Mahama kono na cocoa production in 2016 969,000 metric tons enti a double anase ho asuatewo prempren enamahe ne anoye makoko farmers ma cocoa no inputs no output no cost no input or the boa won no then na won so why afa ho okono oja usika to ha oba won be fai they are planting for food and jobs and won sunsan so no e wo he e ko wi achi brother na de ton brother so enka a friend then crops are na mo de kwa sika no ko ye no bi nti obi dia wa ye na koje beton man na mum serious a wo kan say na this kan kwa kwhye mu no ye ho bibia mfim ye mo de mo kasa na yenkuntabu President Mahama bra ye je sika de man no etwem and 2016 as a 7th January 2017 no na sika bia nko ne nsem bi obepem ne o kan S Gracia sem say wakoka so ba S Gracia nia efa executive no obetwem na mo se mo nte ase efo ne appointees ho obetwem enti mo so mo kan se mo ntwem nkomodi ni se ono de oba Ghana fo ka ho asem Ghana fo se e de how bra enti nka brekure se ye twem ntam ye sabri ayenya sika mpontu ayenka sika bebrebe no ye de amanasa ne enya bi ntu ayenka mo bi sika investment wakwaye wa ban sika ode ama ban oje mpodi akoto aduanom amuntimi ntu ane kai President Mahama Breso na ultimate service o man no debt onga na yenkada brano bian otuaneka as at that time anye kra no 14 billion onya de kotua o de service ya ntewe ya mfa modi de atra 50 billion because ma je mana broso sabi asem kon sabi bra it is have no mada na anyway more sometimes say bia boy name bia wo say na won adwen kra won tai nwen ho papa ntini enya won wase etimi sisa Bobby nkomodini ne say President Mahama Breso 2016 no kono otimi finance ne budget wanye 1 cedi and Bank of Ghana ahun sun so de enkodu no standard nenen baby ode ba ne kodu ni say sa bre no aban no discipline nti otime bomodin say of finance ne budget 1 year 1 cedi from Bank of Ghana printis kabako amankra but mo did and an Ekofado in 1 year 2022 Bank of Ghana printing over 50 billion Ghana cedis amam no be adia bi see what talk so ba hu ne mu yedro now say no nye ne yamfa mahina Dr. Bamia no te o masa na manyina abu na asen odase to so anka ka job by some President Mahama me yehu na wa me yehu say aban wote so no ne waya afa job opportunities na job we creating ni rather no story ne nye de and the unemployment rate akosoro and in 18% and I'm as a President Mahama Breso no 10% cry enti ka mo bai na mo de akọ Matthew so manaka be 5% na se mo won komo papa kire yen nya fe na mabo matna so 6 years abesenko enti ankan komodi no eye ba bia mo ya akodu ne yenso ye ba be chese ye ba be ya chense na me kese wate ase ba bia mo ya akodu ene ye be ka so wampa mo ya adu hada yenso ye ba ye be pede o makwa akodu se na mo mayi ba na beto fom enti yenyi na mo de so ne nka se den Debbie edu bra President Mahama be de na no December tua bonten no wa kire se eyi na meye no na mre be so meboa sabri na de manifesto be ba bonten
okay
ono no sabi o on tena ni fi na obonitim pa no pe o ti se na yetim yo Debbie o jamanfo adwenkire no ahuni ehi oman no because je nyina na obehu anso de tintim krata na o de abetua bonten se eyi na me ba be ye ne amotim ye de wa kire na adwen severally I mean, they say, "Many okasano ada bibi edi." I'm sabri bi a President Mahama be kasan. MPP fu no o do one radio, no one TV, one tie. Because neafa unemployment won abekire ne aban nenye. Neafa free state won abekire ne aban nenye. Meboa. Ghana at crossroad. Se wutie na or touch on every aspect of this economy. Yes, suggesting trend aban no onyamfa ho.
Okay.
Now, ba kwa friend then UPSC. Okay, bibi. Na ya wasan ba ku biom. Okay, nti me hu ne amohwehwe afi no hobiom. O your man ba papenti. Wa kira na adwan fa ho say oba constitution no. nye review no beto one among you on kan o dia to go waka wa kira na dwen enti nsuro ni awosu a wonnim no obeba nya botre mo di mfiesia mo ntimi nya hwemfa ho ye kan anotom na encho na ebetimi aye me say mo abedi mfiesia mo nya to ne sisi ne yakasa yo yakasa wo 2023 ana mo abetena sedan na mo aye se nya mo MPP fo a anka president Mahama etimi ye hwie ansa no fi so
yensu Ghana kakra mi
oh me say Ghana no president Mahama wo so no sa constitutional review commission no. And one recommendation of the buy. What should I have? And I'm on to say, I think,
government white paper, no, almost disagree with almost all the.
No, not true. It is not true. It is not.
They say almost. But you've read the white paper. The white paper almost disagreed with.
Then now, President Mahama to me implement. Obi the court to Bekaya. No, Obi the court, Ora Kwaza, and the court, Intina.
10 seconds.
So obey you.
Yes.
I'm not saying if President Obama could die if you on the report. My point is that as a state,
we spent over
millions of dollars.
Some millions of dollars.
So why would you spend millions of dollars to review a document and not even have the courage and
to implement it?
My you under the down. And your courage and no lack. Will be the court will be. I think so. Story no. The court.
I won't court for over 4 years.
I buy no near Obemobile. Court ruling, not President Mahama. That's the I mean. No carry or
the injunction to implementation of the committee.
Yeah, not to be implemented. That was the court issue. It mean much about it, but and no now went to me and watch an so obey.
Very well.
So what I say, and to also say, men so me then am I ye and I'm to be no to have.
Any man,
Niama will catch a Ghana for no, not employment opportunities. Because of my inflation, my inflation number from I start now by inflation of 15.3, and then I'm 50 plus inflation, and then I'm 50 plus. Now be then parenting necessary said you Nyasamka, then your constitutional. Okay, you know what why then?
Any PSC Ekosiisen Suni, any medase, Meda Dr. Bernard, Okobo, so I say, I'm Wakwata, okay, anyways. I was Papa no one who do, then Family Corner. I know it's not discussed. And Honorable Amakwata. And so, baby, as a candidate, you are banning the acquaintance. And only ask them no. And only ask them.
Now, I present my ministers, Minua.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Omo Jumani, Omonyankufa.
Ekoye.
Honorable Kusia Makwata.
Okay.
Any Matthew
Opoku Prempe.
Into Omo award na ya mrema na odi ama.
Mate Dr. Bernard Okobo
Mate say ora honorable Opoku Prempe so abetena so mayo so dem opeso betena through. And so on me share that.